we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on last year's national champions, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan's offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress at defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top-5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So Washington's offense has the ball for the first time. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Williams will pass. Finds his man. It's Harris. Got room at the 35. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The give to the back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Harris. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. He makes the catch. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Wants to fire on second down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Husky. Quarterback on the keeper. It's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the front.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the right. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Huskies look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Grove. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Power football with the run. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Williams looking for a man. Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Burrell. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
He's got it, first down and more. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Going to the ground. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Got a man in the middle. Free up the gut. Touchdown, Michigan. Hand off from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were
going over the top. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last one.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. It'll be 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Finds his big tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. He does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. Bring in the heat. Runs through the tackle. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Wide receiver going in motion. Now from inside the red zone. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Got his man downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. He'll try to tack on one more. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and look for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the aggressive nature by this offense. Everything screams run. 1st down and goal. Gonna run the football? No. They don't run the football. They stay aggressive. But the quarterback doesn't get reckless. He gets outside of the pocket, makes a good decision, throws it away, and lives the fight on 2nd down.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. 3rd and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it, and it's this area of the field.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Huskies! Quick strike through the air for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. Oh, it's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Williams will pass. Quick strike complete. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking.
Turning it on! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Burrell. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Touchdown, Washington! And the punishment has been extended.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Here we go. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Grabbed in the backfield. It's James. Breaks into the open. What a cut. Now he's loose. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Makes the grab. It's Grohl. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's got the back in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the inside give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. He lets it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Washington right back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Williams looking for a man. Rush is on him. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about that route again.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to bull his way in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Huskies.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. This defense will try to keep everything in front. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it for a big play. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Williams will pass. He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Washington. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Morris. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. QB got it himself. Oh, he's got some space.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like the quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. The play action fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Let's go. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Here comes the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Here's the return. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Harris. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Fast completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Catch in the middle. It's Quinn. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Washington wants to go quickly. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback on up 2 and sacked at the 12. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Williams will pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Here's a heat. He's going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Dumps it to the back and wings it incomplete.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
From inside the 15, here's the return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First play of the drive comes from the 41. To the air on first down. Makes his man miss. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the draw. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Second down, he'll throw it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today.